My name is Iris Tmaine and I'm 33 years old. I work double shifts at a medical billing company, skip lunches, and say no to myself constantly. Also, my daughter Mia can have the things I never had growing up. She's 8 years old and she has my stubborn eyes and her father's laugh. And she is the only reason I push through every hard day without breaking. If you truly love and appreciate your parents, take just 1 second to subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to us. And before you go, tell me in the comments, which country are you watching from? 3 months before the trip, my mother called me. She said the whole family was planning a vacation to Bali, my parents, my sister Dana, her husband, their 3 kids, and that it would mean the world if Mia and I came along. She said it like she was doing me a favor, like I should feel grateful just to be included. I said yes, because I wanted Mia to have memories with her cousins, with her grandparents. I wanted to believe we were still a real family. Then somehow, I still don't fully understand how it happened. I became the one paying for it. It started small. My mother said she was short that month. My sister said the resort required a group booking, and it was easier if one card handled everything. I told myself it was temporary, that they'd pay me back. I put down the deposit, then the flights, then the resort fees. By the time everything was booked, I had spent $11,000. $11,000 that I had spent 2 years quietly saving dollar by dollar, telling myself it was for Mia's future. Mia knew about the trip. She had been counting down the days on a little paper chain she hung above her bed, one ring for every day until Bali. She'd looked up Balinese rice fields on my phone and shown me photos, pressing her finger to the screen and saying, "Mama, we're going to walk there." I didn't tell her how much it cost. She was 8. She didn't need to know. She just needed to believe that good things were coming. 3 days before the flight, my mother showed up at my apartment unannounced. She didn't call ahead. She just knocked. And when I opened the door, she walked in like she owned the place, which was something she had always done. I offered her tea. She didn't want tea. She sat down at my kitchen table and she put my bank card on the surface in front of her. My bank card, which she had somehow taken from my bag the last time she visited. And she folded her hands over it and looked at me with that particular expression she had. The one that meant she had already made a decision and was now simply informing me of it. She said, "We've decided you won't be coming." Just like that, flat, clean, no apology attached to it. She said Dana's kids had been complaining. She said they didn't want Mia there because Mia was difficult. Her word, not mine, and that the trip would be more relaxed without us. She said the family needed to enjoy themselves without tension. She said it like I was the source of tension, like I was the problem that needed to be removed. I stood in my own kitchen and I felt something very cold move through my chest. Not tears. Not yet. Something quieter than that. I looked at my bank card sitting on my table. I thought about Mia's paper chain above her bed. I thought about $11,000. I thought about every lunch I had skipped and every new coat I had told myself I didn't need. And then I thought about the fact that they had used my money to book a vacation and were now telling me I wasn't invited to attend it. I didn't scream. I didn't cry in front of her. I picked up my bank card from the table and I looked at my mother and I said 4 words very quietly. I said, "Then I cancel everything." Her face changed. For the first time in my life, I watched my mother look genuinely afraid of what I might do next. And that feeling, that one small moment of being finally completely done, it was the beginning of everything changing. I want you to understand something before I tell you what happened next. I am not a dramatic person. I don't make scenes. I was raised to keep quiet, to smooth things over, to be the one who absorbs pain so everyone else stays comfortable. For 33 years, that is exactly what I did. But there is a point where keeping quiet stops being peaceful and starts being self-destruction. I walked my mother to the door. She was already on her phone calling Dana, her voice low and urgent. I closed the door behind her and I stood in my hallway for about 45 seconds. Then I picked up my phone and I called the resort directly. The reservation was in my name. I had booked everything, every flight, every room, every transfer from the airport, all of it tied to my card, my email, my name. My mother and Dana had assumed that because they made the decision, the logistics would simply obey them. They had forgotten, or perhaps never considered, that I was the one holding all the strings. I canceled the resort booking first. Full cancellation because we were within the window where the penalty fell on the cardholder, which was me, but I had taken out travel insurance when I booked, something my mother had called unnecessary at the time. The insurance covered the cancellation. Every cent came back to my account within 7 business days. Then I called the airline. 6 tickets, all in my name or listed as my dependent. I canceled 5 of them. I kept mine and Mia's. Then I rebooked, just the two of us, at a smaller boutique villa I had found while I was still on hold with the airline, a quiet place with a pool and a garden and a cooking class for children on Tuesday mornings. It cost less than what the family resort had cost for just one room. By the time my phone started ringing, and it started ringing within the hour, everything was done. My mother called 4 times. I let it go to voicemail. Dana sent a message so long Fight's phone had to load it in segments. Her husband called from a number I didn't have saved. My aunt, who had not been part of any of this, somehow got involved and left a voice message telling me I was tearing the family apart. I read all of it. I listened to all of it. Then I put my phone face down on the counter, and I went to Mia's room. She was sitting on her bed doing homework. The paper chain was above her head. She looked up when I came in and asked me what was wrong, because she could read my face the way children always can. I sat down next to her and told her that our trip had changed a little, that we weren't going with the family anymore, but that we were still going to Bali, just the two of us. I told her I had found a place with a pool that looked right into the jungle. I showed her the photos on my phone. She studied the screen very carefully, the way she does when she's deciding how to feel about something. Then she looked up at me and said, "Just us." I said, "Yes, just us." She said, "Good, I didn't really want to share you anyway." I held it together until she went back to her homework. Then I went to the bathroom and sat on the edge of the tub and let myself cry. Not from sadness, but from the particular exhaustion of finally doing the thing you should have done years ago. We went to Bali. We walked through the rice fields. We took the cooking class on Tuesday morning, and Mia made a dish she still talks about. We sat by our private pool in the evenings and watched the light go golden over the trees, and I took photographs of her face, and she looked so completely, entirely happy. My family did not go on vacation that summer. They spent weeks trying to rebook, but the resort was full. Flights had repriced, and the coordination without me handling it collapsed within days. I heard about it through my aunt,